Hi students, welcome back to our class. Today we are going to study about transportation part 2. In the part 1 we studied about internal structure of heart. I think you all have an idea about the internal structure of heart, right? Now today we are going to study another important concept of transportation which is related to our human body circulation, that is about blood vessels, circulation and the very important part called cardiac cycle. So before we study about cardiac cycle, let us study about blood vessels. So what are blood vessels? Blood vessels are the type, which carries blood. So what are blood vessels? Blood vessels are the one which carries blood to the different body parts. Vessel, the name itself indicating vessels means they are the tube-like structures which carries blood to different body parts. So we have three types of blood vessels. So when we talk about blood vessels, we have three types of blood vessels. One is arteries, veins and blood capillaries. So these are the three types of blood vessels. So what are arteries, what are veins and what are blood capillaries? Arteries are a type of blood vessels which carries blood from heart to the body parts. They carry oxygenated blood except pulmonary artery from heart to the body parts. So if I label it, this is right auricle, right, left auricle, right ventricle, left ventricle. So now the tube which is arising from upper part, the tube which is arising from upper part of right ventricle, this I will call it as pulmonary artery. And the tube which is arising from upper part of left ventricle, now this tube is called as aorta. So these are the two very important blood vessels of arteries which carries blood away from heart. The diagram very clearly indicates they are carries blood away from heart, to the body parts. What type of blood they carry? They carries oxygenated blood except pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery carries deoxygenated blood. That's about arteries. Then what are veins? Veins are a type of blood vessels which collects blood from body parts to the heart. What type of blood they collect? They collect deoxygenated blood from body parts to the heart, from various body parts. Like for example, we have superior and inferior vena cava. This is inferior vena cava and superior vena cava. These inferior and superior vena cava, they collects, right, deoxygenated blood from upper parts and lower part of our body. And we have one more vein called pulmonary vein. You can see here. On the right and the left side we have pulmonary vein. This pulmonary vein collects oxygenated blood from lungs to the heart. From lungs to the heart. Third type of blood vessel is blood capillaries. It acts as a connection between arteries and veins. It conveys the materials such as gases and nutrients. Gases and nutrients and waste materials between arteries and veins. So these are the three different types of blood vessels. Blood vessel is very clear, right? So now let us study the circulation. How does the type of circulation takes place in our heart? The circulation which takes place in our heart is double circulation. The blood follows the double circulation. So what is double circulation? Let us discuss. So the circulation of blood which takes place twice, right, is called double circulation. How does the circulation takes place? Let us study in detail, which is very important one. So here children, with the help of superior and inferior vena cava, blood is collected into right auricles. From right auricles, blood moves into right ventricle. From right ventricle, from upper part of right ventricle, a blood vessel arises called pulmonary artery. It carries blood from right ventricle to the lungs. So this it carries to the lungs. Is it clear? This pulmonary artery sends the blood to the lungs. From lungs, a blood vessel called pulmonary carries the blood from lungs and it sends to the left auricle. From left auricle, blood moves into the left ventricle. Is it clear? Now from the upper part of left ventricle, a blood vessel arises that is called aorta. It carries the blood from left ventricle and distributes to the body parts. So here this blood circulation, you can very clearly see it is reaching heart twice. Such type of blood circulation we call it as double circulation. So double circulation, right, can be studied in the two categories, one as pulmonary circulation reaching blood to the lungs, and other one as systemic circulation. So let us study what is pulmonary circulation. So pulmonary circulation starts with the right ventricle. So the blood from right ventricle, right, it is sent by pulmonary artery to the lungs. The pulmonary artery carries the blood called deoxygenated blood from right ventricles to the pulmonary artery. Okay, pulmonary artery sends the blood to the lungs for oxygenation. So here in the lungs, oxygenation of blood takes place, and from lungs, okay, blood are carried by pulmonary vein. So what type of blood is carried by pulmonary vein? Oxygenated blood. So it carries oxygenated blood from lungs, okay, and it sends to the left auricle, then into the left ventricle. Such type of circulation we call pulmonary circulation, right? So another type of circulation we have systemic circulation. So what is systemic circulation? Let us discuss that. So the systemic circulation starts from left ventricle. So from left ventricle, right, oxygenated blood, right? So with blood, oxygenated blood, right, is carried by aorta. Okay, aorta supplies the blood to the body parts. From body parts, okay, again a blood vessel called veins, they collect the blood from body parts and they send into the right auricle, okay, and then right auricle it opens into the right ventricle. Such type of circulation with both pulmonary circulation and systemic circulation is known as a double circulation. Is it very clear? So pulmonary circulation starts from right ventricle. What type of blood? Deoxygenated blood. Okay, deoxygenated blood from right ventricle is carried by pulmonary artery. Okay, it sends to the lungs for oxygenation. After the oxygenation of blood in the lungs, it is carried by pulmonary vein. Then from pulmonary vein, it sends the blood to the left auricle. Okay, again from the blood from left auricle, it moves into the left ventricle. That oxygenated blood from left ventricle is carried by aorta. Okay, and aorta sends the blood to the body parts. From body parts again, what happens? Oxygenated blood has been sent, okay, and from the body part again deoxygenated blood has to be collected. Okay, so deoxygenated blood from veins, it is collected to the right auricle with the help of superior and inferior vena cava. Deoxygenated blood is collected from the body parts and it's sent to the right auricle, then into the right ventricle. Okay, so this is called systemic circulation. Put together we call it as double circulation. Let us try to draw the block diagram showing double circulation. Lungs, body parts and the heart. So heart we have 4 chambers. Okay, so first let us show the pulmonary circulation or systemic circulation. Yes, no problem. Let us from the body parts, okay, with the help of vena cava. Okay, with the help of vena cava, blood is collected and it is sent to right auricle. From right auricle, blood moves into the right ventricle. Okay, from a right ventricle, a blood vessel called pulmonary artery arises. It carries the blood and it sends to the lungs for oxygenation. So which blood vessel? Pulmonary artery. So pulmonary artery carries the blood to the lungs for oxygenation. From lungs, okay, the blood reaches to the left auricle with the help of pulmonary vein. With the help of pulmonary vein, it reaches the left auricle. From left auricle, blood moves into the left ventricle. Okay, again a blood vessel called aorta arises. Right, it carries the deoxygenated blood from left ventricle to the body parts. Okay, is it clear? So this is called double circulation. So here in the double circulation, our blood is receiving twice to the heart. It is reached twice to the heart, hence it is called double circulation. Hope the concept of this double circulation and blood vessels are very clear. Now let us try to learn the one more important concept of transportation, that is cardiac cycle. So what is cardiac cycle? Cardiac cycle is nothing but one contraction and relaxation of heart is called cardiac cycle. Okay, one contraction and relaxation of heart is called cardiac cycle. Okay, and you have to remember 2 very important keywords. One we call it as systole and other as diastole. So what is systole and what is diastole? Systole is the contraction phase of heart, diastole is relaxation phase of heart. As I said you, cardiac cycle is contraction and relaxation of heart is called cardiac cycle, one contraction and relaxation. So here systole is the contraction phase, active phase of heart, and diastole is relaxation phase of heart. These are the two keywords you have to remember. Okay, now let us start a topic called cardiac cycle. So how it generally happens. So let us imagine that all the four chambers of heart are at relaxation state, that is they are at diastolic phase, joint diastolic phase. Let us assume that they are in the relaxation phase, step 1. Okay, so when heart is at relaxation phase, with the help of pulmonary vein and superior and inferior vena cava, from the upper body part and lower body part and from the lungs, blood is collected into right auricle and left auricle. Okay, you have to remember, with the help of pulmonary vein and vena cava, blood are collected into atrium. Is it clear? So this concept is somewhat complex one. Please do try to understand it. So with the help of pulmonary vein and vena cava, so we know pulmonary vein from the lungs, right? It receives the blood, and vena cava, they receive the blood from body parts, lower body part and upper body part. So blood is sent into the auricles. Okay, now auricles are filling up with the blood, right? As the pressure is low in the auricles, walls which are present, the walls here you can find the walls which are present between the auricles and ventricles. What are those walls? Yes, those are tricuspid and bicuspid. Tricuspid wall and bicuspid wall. So as the pressure is low in the auricles, okay, these walls get open and allows the blood to move into ventricles. Okay, now ventricles are slowly filling up with the blood. Okay, is it clear? Okay, now ventricles are slowly filling up with the blood. When ventricles they completely fills up with the blood, they starts contracting. Ventricles contract and auricles relaxes. When ventricles contract, right, with the force, blood is pumped into the pulmonary artery and aorta. Okay, due to that pressure, the walls which are present between the auricles and ventricles, they get closes up, okay, forcibly, and produces the first sound. We call it as lub. Lub sound is produced due to the closing of valves which are present between the chambers of heart. Okay, the first sound, that is lub sound, sharp sound we can able to hear. Okay, now what happened? Due to ventricular contraction, blood is pumped into the blood vessels. Due to that pressure, the walls which are present between the auricles and ventricles, they get closes up and produces a sharp sound called lub. Okay, now due to ventricular contraction, the pressure which is present in the ventricles, right, get decreases. Okay, as the pressure in the ventricle get decreases, okay, the blood which has reached into the blood vessels, they tries to come back into the ventricles. So now the walls which are present between, okay, the walls which are present between the blood vessels, they get closes up and produces a dull sound called dub. These kind of sequential events of contraction and relaxation phase of heart is called cardiac cycle. Is it clear for everyone? Lub sound, when we get a lub sound, when the valves which are present between the chambers of heart, they get closes, right? Heart produces sound called lub. When do we get a dub sound? When the valves of blood vessels get closes, we produce a sound called dub sound. So these kind of events where one contraction relaxation happens is called cardiac cycle. Is it clear for everyone? Okay, so this is a process of cardiac cycle. Hope it is very clear. I'll repeat once again. With the help of pulmonary vein, and inferior and superior vena cava, blood is collected into the upper chambers of heart, right? As blood is collected into the upper chamber of heart, valves which are present between the auricles and ventricles, they get opened and allows the blood to move into the ventricles. Now ventricles are filling up with the blood. When they fills up with the blood, they starts contracting. When they contract, what happened? With the force, they pushes the blood into the blood vessels. Okay, because of that, the valves which are present between the chambers of heart, they get closes and produces a sound called lub. Now due to ventricular contraction, blood has reached into our blood vessels, that is pulmonary artery and aorta, right? Now what happens, the pressure in the ventricles reduces. When pressure in the ventricle reduces, blood tries to come back into the ventricles. The valves which are present in the blood vessels, they get closes and produces a dull sound called dub. These kind of sequential events of contraction and relaxation phase of heart is called cardiac cycle. Hope the concept is very clear. Till now we have studied about the internal structure of heart, blood vessels, blood capillaries, and we have studied about pulmonary circulation, systemic circulation and cardiac cycle. These concepts are very important, student. Please, after watching this class, please do read one's textbook so that the concept will be very clear for you all, right? Hoping you have understood this class. Okay, if you want to know more about the internal structure of heart, please do watch my previous videos, okay, and you will get an idea about the structure of heart. Okay, that's it for the day. Hope you have understood this class. If you like this class, please do like it, share it and subscribe my channel, and please press the bell icon to get the latest notifications of our videos. Thank you children, have a good day.